Welcome to Scattercast, episode 15. Just forgot the name of our show. Hello, everybody. This is Dirt McGirt from Scatterbrain Studios. And with me, I have Gainer-kun and Theodius. Hey, guys.
Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
And thank you for that. And you want to say hi, Gainer?
Hey there, everybody.
Good job. You guys bring so much energy. It's infectious. Just full of energy now.
Bubbly, bubbly.
So we had a lot to talk about today. We had Blizz-Con. We had Nintendo Direct this week. Direct
after over 500 days.
I thought you were gonna say 5 years.
No Nintendo Direct. We finally had one.
But I mean, they've had Nintendo Direct minis. That still counts.
Minis, but no. That's
just
like
a
saying,
question of semantics.
Like saying, you've had ground beef. Don't say you haven't had steak. No, I haven't had a steak. No, you've had ground beef. The minis were ground beef. I wanted primo,
but
numero
you
uno,
had beef.
grade A Harris.
It's still beef.
Yeah, steak. I wanted a steak. Okay, next time you get it, you want an M&M, I'm gonna give you one of those little chick.
It was just the hype, just to get extra hype, which obviously seems to work on Teddy because he was extra hyped.
You're just jealous.
And of course, and we also have WandaVision to speak about. So, how's everybody's week? Let's go around. I'll start with me. No, I always ask you guys first. I'm gonna start. What'd I do this week? I don't think I did very much.
Oh, you are a bad host. The host of the
I know, but I never ask myself first. I'm trying to mix things up. And so I watched WandaVision, of course. I played a lot of Valheim still. And I should have had a better answer prepared if I was going to go first.
Yeah, look at that. Hoisted on your own petard.
I'm stumped. What else did I play this week? I don't think I played more than Valheim, but I know I watched more.
Are you going to be getting a Switch anytime soon?
I don't know.
Or are you going to wait for the new model to come out?
Maybe. Nintendo announces something soon. All right, so my turn was pretty weak. Maybe I'll think of something later. How about you, Theodius? What have you been up to this week?
This week, I played some Valheim.
Yes.
Played a little bit of what is that game? I gotta look on my server. It wasn't that great of a game, but I tried.
Not memorable, at least.
Yeah, it wasn't memorable. Whatever it was, I tried it out, and it wasn't enough to stick it to my memory, so it's not worth a mention. Okay. Watched some wrestling.
Nice.
On last Saturday was the takeover, and then this Sunday, actually earlier was the Hell in a Cell. No, Elimination Chamber. I'm sorry, Elimination Chamber.
Was that today already?
Yes, sir. And then next is Fastlane, and then WrestleMania.
Did you start watching The Rock TV show?
No, sir.
I'm
thinking about it. I'm thinking about watching it.
It's based on like his life, his real life.
Yeah, it sort of is. It's kind of like a Everybody Hates Chris type of show. Him growing up, what his family was like, all the Noi family, what they were like growing up.
Cool. How about you yourself, Gainer-kun?
Been a busy week. Played a little Valheim. I'm not as much as far as you guys are, but played a little bit of that, especially today. Played some Resident Evil 7. Actually started getting into. I don't know. I don't know about that. I turned off because I always get motion sickness with first-person games. Just always been like that from like Doom days and all back in PC. And I did turn off the bounce, which seemed to help, but like it's just like a little over the top than what I think for the violence. So I don't know if I can go into details. It's been a while. It's been out for a while, but there's like things that happen, especially like near the beginning, where it's never been believable. You get bit by the zombies, you take the green herbs. Now in 7, you have these like little like hydrogen peroxide little things that you pour onto your wounds. But I mean, like, you're getting parts of you cut off within the first 20, 30 minutes. And I'm like, well, where does it go? Is my arm going to ever... Is it ever going to heal?
Spoilers, my friend.
Huh?
That's the spoilers, my friend.
He did say he warned. It's been out for a while.
It's 30 minutes of the game.
That's I always have an argument about that. People say this game's been out for. I was like, what about the book that you want to pick up and read? There's always spoilers. You never spoil a book for somebody, right? Never,
Yes,
regardless if the book's been out for ages. Same thing with the video game. You don't spoil. It's about the content. Continue,
Darth
my dear.
Vader. Darth Vader is Luke's
today,
father.
and then I've been also playing Guilty Gear, XXX and Core, playing the older ones. There's some people that's good to play. Getting ready for Strive.
Accent Core.
Accent Core, yeah. So I'm getting ready for Strive. And watching wise, I saw WandaVision. Haven't seen really too much else.
Yeah, I'm watching lots of anime though. I always kind of forget to mention, but
the anime.
a lot of good episodes of anime.
Yeah, I started watching Demon Slayer. Pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's a good show.
I'm at the part where he just passed split the boulder.
Spoilers.
Those are spoilers, Teddy. How about if people didn't know he was going to split the boulder?
Well, the people don't know what boulder. It could be at the beginning when he's walking along and he trips and falls on his head and the little boulder.
That could have been it.
Yeah, that part. Very beginning.
Yes, he does split a boulder. Demon Slayer's good. I need to get back into it.
So yeah, he just left the brother and sister, and now he just met. Who did he just meet after that? It was I can't remember.
Right after that, he met his brother and sister.
No, the brother and sister was the boulder.
Yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, they were really.
Has anyone played the Match of the Millennium?
What is the Match of the Millennium?
That's a Neo Geo Pocket, right?
The SNK.
Did you see the Neo Geo Pocket collection coming out?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like Samurai Showdown, all the good stuff that came out of Neo Geo Pocket. That's going to be awesome, and I think it's coming out on Switch.
Yeah, it is.
That'd be awesome. Okay, continue.
Well,
that was it.
That was it? Okay. All right, so let's get off into the first subject. I'm trying to think of any other headlines. We'll just go right into Blizz-Con. So I didn't follow it too much, but I know there was a couple notable things. But I'll give it over to you, Teddy. Want to give us some of the highlights from BlizzCon?
And stuff that I was paying attention to was
I know Diablo 2 has a
remake
coming.
2 remake. It's called Diablo Resurrected. So I like Diablo 3. I played Diablo 2 way back in the day, and
how old is Diablo 2?
Diablo 2 was 2002, 1, 2, 3.
It's almost 20 years.
Really? Something like that. Yeah, I gotta look it up, but yeah, it was just fun. It was older computer, and we had a good time playing it. So I would love to revisit it with the updated graphics and all that good jazz. What else came out of there? Overwatch 2.
Oh, they did it. They did announce it.
Yeah.
Really?
So some they new details about it. Campaign, 2 new maps, a hero mission mode, and then they did a little bit of changes to the PvP. So they talked about that. Then they talked about the Diablo 4 rogue class. They revealed that.
Oh, okay.
And then they talked about Hearthstone expansion. They talked about the World of Warcraft expansion.
I did see that there was a Blizzard Arcade edition.
Yeah, the Blizzard Arcade
collection or something.
Collection, yeah. So the arcade collection announcement, that was the big. For me, that was one of the big.
That's interesting.
Besides Diablo 2.
That's that got my interest. Just to play Blackthorn again. I never played Lost Vikings or Rock and Roll Racing.
Rock and Roll Racing, I liked it because it was another version of the games I really liked that were.
It kind of looks like RC Pro-Am.
RC Pro-Am, that's what I was going to say.
I would say it kind of looks like it. Does it play like RC Pro-Am?
It's the same isometric steering IC Pro-Am with shooting. You had shooting, you had different stuff. It was just like that. So I enjoyed those isometric racing.
I love RC Pro-Am.
RC Pro is awesome. Remembering the track so you can pick up the Nintendo letters so you can get boot upgrades and. Oh,
and
yeah,
you had to
that
have
was
quick reflexes because you only see like a second ahead of you.
yeah.
So you had to be like, you had to know the
It was all about
turns.
remembering the tracks, basically.
Blackthorn, I remember being really cool animation. Remember, you can shoot the little hostages that were chained up.
Hmm.
So that
Yeah,
part.
yeah. The first time I played that was at your guys' house years ago, back in the early 90s, 94, 95, I think, or something like that. No, probably 93, 90. No, yeah, 93 and 90, maybe 92, 93, 90, somewhere around there. But yeah, that's when I played it at your guys' house,
Oh,
and
it looks like it's Lost Vikings 1 and 2.
yeah, the Los Vikings 1 and
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Um, what else? Yeah,
Rock and
and
Roll Racing.
Blackthorn. So yeah, they're just those have a really big rock and roll racing. I didn't like the Lost Vikings, but I remember watching you play it and
Good.
some other friends play it.
I don't remember. Do you ever play it, Junior? I don't remember it.
Did you ever play it?
Yeah.
We played a little bit of it. I don't remember ever renting it. I don't think we. I played it. I think later.
Maybe we played it at
But it
friend's
was that
house.
whole you have to use.
I think
the-
we played it when it came back on the Wii. Came back to the Wii store, and I think one of us got
It's
it.
like
or
a
something.
puzzle game, right? It's not a traditional platformer,
Yeah.
is it?
No, yeah, it's kind of like lemming style platformer where you move one character, go back, move the other character, go
Okay.
back, move the other character, do puzzles. Which reminds me of we got to play the cave. We have to get on that.
Oh, that was interesting. I remember I
That's
beat it
it.
with one of the characters.
Yeah. Well, no, you usually choose 3.
Oh yeah, I beat it once
And you
with
have-
one set of 3, and there's like 8
Yeah.
total, right?
There 8. Yeah, I think so, something like that. And
That's
there was the
interesting.
twins, the future girl, the
I like point and click games.
knight. I can't remember the rest.
Well, let's
But-
get on into our weekly discussion of WandaVision. Poot's not
Yeah.
here, so I don't feel bad for him. Just sitting along, sidelined while we talked about it. But WandaVision. So, what do you guys think about this week's episode?
I thought it was awesome. I was right.
And spoiler
I-
alerts for people who haven't seen the latest
Okay,
episode.
spoiler alert. Please skip ahead. Larry's gonna
I should
hopefully
play.
put the timestamp in the comments below when to skip forward to
I
to
know.
avoid the spoilers. But holy Batman! That was
the
I knew
reveal
it, and
was pretty obvious. Yeah.
I told Leon she killed the dog. Did I not?
You did say that, yeah.
Yes, I did. You guys, like, oh no, she didn't. I was like, she killed the dog.
She killed Sparky. That was
was right.
surprising. That was actually, I think that was the biggest surprise in the episode for me. She
Aw.
killed Sparky. Because, I mean, everybody knew Agnes ended up being Agatha Harkness.
Yeah.
And when the
Right.
reveal came, it wasn't like, oh. And if you don't know who Agatha Harkness is, it's just like, okay, what? You know, it didn't sound like, I don't know. Just the fact that she was bad, I guess, is the biggest.
Well,
Do you think she's the
for-
big
for-
bad? Do you think?
No,
there's
I
anybody
think
else?
she's still working with and for. A lot of people are backing out of the idea of Mephisto and Nightmare. They're backing away from that and saying maybe it is just Wanda. So I'm like, no, I think there's another bad there. And there's still the big reveal of somebody's supposed to show up next episode. So there's supposed to be a big cameo. We don't know who it is. The gentleman that plays Vision said he was always wanted to work with this actor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Paul
saw
Bettany.
that.
I'm like, is it Patrick Stewart? Is it
Would be what's his name? Doctor Strange.
Professor Xavier? Because
Dr.
remember,
Strange is gonna show up.
Benedict
Well,
Cumberbatch. He might make an
Yeah, we
appearance. Benedict
but
Cumberbatch.
we got Spectrum. How you like that?
Yeah.
We
She was cool. Monica's got her powers.
Originally not named yet.
She's not named yet, but we already see she sees the.
I always thought she
Spectrum.
was Photon. It's Spectrum, right? Who's
Is it
Photon?
Photon? Is it Photon or Spectrum? I know there was. She went by different names too. She
Yeah,
went
so
by
maybe it's
Miss
both.
Marvel. She was the original.
Yeah, she's even Miss Marvel too at one time.
She was the original Miss Marvel before Danvers took over.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Sorry.
Yeah, Miss Marvel.
Miss-
was the-
Miss Marvel is another.
coming up later. Mhm. What did you
So-
guys think of? So hold on. In the comic books, she has a son, right? Nicholas Scratch,
Mm-hmm.
and her rabbit's name is Senor Scratchy.
Scratchy, yeah. And they're thinking there's a little theory that the bunny is
Pietro.
Pietro because he's a familiar. The bunny is a familiar, and usually familiars can turn into humans. So Pietro is just a form that
Of Senor Scratchy.
And they said Nexus. So what is a Nexus?
Oh yeah, that's a big thing that I don't understand. So that's something that exists in Marvel,
what is
right?
a Nexus?
The nexus of all realities.
So usually in multiple realities, there's a bunch of Larrys spread throughout realities, or sometimes there's only one Larry in a bunch of different realities.
There's
so that's
one.
basically what Wanda is. She
But
is
that's already been talked about in the MCU, and it's not that though.
But there's a specific Nexus group in Marvel Comics that exists.
In
the
Nexus Watchers or something.
Center.
Well, that's going to be the what's his name? What's his name? The Horn guy. Horn guy. What's it?
Loki. That's right.
He's going to be doing with the time travel.
The Nexus people. Yeah, that's right. They're saying that might tie into his series.
So all this stuff is all going on right after the snap. So about 3 months, 3 weeks or month.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it's going to be going on concurrently as Winter Soldier and
when the Soldier come back,
Falcon,
they're about a couple of weeks
Loki.
out from the snap, a couple of months out from the
This is
snap.
all gonna be
when
kinda
Loki
happening.
comes, going to be so. All this is just mixing and then bringing up a new big baddie. There's a void. It got to be filled. Power void. And you know when you destroy something powerful, something even more powerful always has to fill it in.
And Spider-Man 2, right? Because didn't that happen right after the snap, the return snap?
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it was everybody coming back after on Spider-Man 2,
After
and then that one's going to be
snap.
dealing with the Spider-Verse, so multiverse. All this stuff is going multiverse, so it's going to be. We already saw Ant-Man talk about the multiverse. There's already a whole universe inside the microverse. So we got that. That's got to be explained. So there's so much.
So you still think there's a chance that... Okay, another thing is, what was that book in the basement?
I thought it was a Darkhold, but it's not.
Is that the Necronomicon?
It may be something similar to the Darkhold.
The
Darkhold is basically whatever you want. It will give you the knowledge.
And it had orange glow out of it.
Yeah, so that's a glow we haven't seen because we know Agnes is purple, Monica is blue, and
what do we think Agnes's game is here? What do you think she wants?
Those kids. She wants the kids.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah, there's kids have something to do with something, and those kids are. I mean, in the comic, they're a piece of Mephisto's soul. So I don't know what the MCU is doing.
And the bad guy from, was it him Hawthorne? Hayward. We found out that he really was after Vision. He wants to get his little weapon back.
Oh yeah, I knew that from the jump.
But confirmed with this episode.
Yeah.
I did like seeing Darcy and Vision together. They were funny. Darcy's always a delight when she's on screen.
So is Darcy going to be transformed into some super?
Well, she only went through once. It took Monica.
So you think
like
it's the multiple? Or I'm thinking, this is my theory. I think when people were brought back with the snap, that started something in their DNA, the change, the evolutionary change.
They said, well, Darcy mentioned that it's her going through that rewrote her DNA.
But I'm thinking that the snap started that rewrite, and everybody who disappeared with the snap has a potential of being. It's kind of like what did they do on
think they're more likely?
Agents of Shield with the
So you think everybody who disappeared and came back from the snap
has the potential of being a mutant, and when she spreads it out, the ones with the highest potential are going to be turned into mutants. What's her name got lucky and got exposed twice already, or 3 times because of her being brought back, and then the thing her going through twice.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that it's going to activate in some people who are just hypersensitive to the cosmic rays, or what kind of rays are they? Cosmic?
Gamma
The
rays.
same rays that created the Big Bang and the energy stone.
Yeah, I guess cosmic rays.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'm thinking that snap sort of triggered something in everybody's DNA that was affected, and then she's gonna trigger
Well,
a mass.
so I'm trying to think. So, what predictions? Predictions for the last 2 episodes. We'll revisit them. We're gonna. Gainer had a good idea about. We should look at all our predictions and stuff throughout the series of podcasts and see which ones came true. So maybe I'll gather some up. But what are you guys' predictions for the last 2 episodes? Hey, we have an intruder just dropped in the middle of our podcast. Hey, Pooh.
You just finished your favorite part, WandaVision.
Yeah, so you missed that part, so that's good.
We're still doing it.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're still talking. But predictions for WandaVision.
I don't know. I got a feeling that there's going to be something that the what's her name? Agatha is just a sort of red herring, that she's not going to be.
I think they're going to make her the big bad. Oh, but go ahead, finish your prediction.
I don't think she is. I think that they're going to do red herring. She might be bad, but she's not going to be the biggest bad.
She never was a big bad. She was always she was always basically like a Sinister. Remember Sinister? He was never the big bad. He was always working for somebody who was the big bad. He was just the middleman. She's the middle woman. She just makes stuff happen for the big bad.
Pedro, I got a feeling Pedro's not going to be bad. That he's going to help Monica. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll have to wait and see.
So when he caught her at the end, Snooper's got a snoop. You think he's not gonna like capture her? You think he's?
Where's his eyes glowing purple?
Was it that then?
I think his eyes were glowing purple at the end of that.
I think that they'll come together, and hopefully, it does lead into Multiverses of Madness.
I think we're not. I think we're not going to see another big bad, except maybe at the end. Like, I don't think they're going to introduce another big bad in the last 2 episodes that they're going to fight against. They're going to defeat Agnes or stop Agnes, and then at the end we might see somebody talking at a table like, "Oh, looks like my plan didn't work," kind of thing. I don't think they're going to.
Next time.
Yeah, they're not going to introduce a whole new villain in the last 2 episodes. I think it's going to be Agnes. Yeah, I don't think she has nefarious, like really evil intentions. She hasn't really hurt anybody. She's kind of controlling people, but it's not like she's slaughtering or killing people, So I don't think she's got nefarious intentions. I think maybe she wants the kids. Maybe she wants to level up in power somehow. She's using Wanda for that. Is she just
playing the role of villain for Wanda's TV show?
Maybe. No, I think she's using her to get something, either her power or who knows? Maybe she really is trying to teach Wanda something.
I know I think that she knows about magic. She knows something that Wanda doesn't. She's manipulating Wanda to get that, not for her own purposes, but she has some sort of stake in it, kind of like Loki, where Loki never does something for himself. He's always working on the back end with somebody else to achieve his goals.
He's always doing it for himself.
And I do see a big showdown between Vision, Monica, maybe even the kids, all against Scarlet Witch.
Oh, you think so? I don't think
so.
They would fight against her.
I think they would.
Oh no! She.
I think they're going to fight against.
I think everybody against Agnes.
Maybe, or something else. Another big bad.
How about you, Teddy? What's your predictions for the last 2 episodes?
I think Monica is going to have a confrontation with Agnes.
With Agnes, okay.
It's going to show a little bit more Monica's powers. Mm-hmm. And there's different names she can go on. Pulsar, Photon, Daystar, Captain Marvel, Spectacle, Lady of Light.
Spectrum.
So I mean, she has a lot of different names that she went by. So God knows which one they're gonna pick and choose from. But yeah, she's gonna realize her true powers by the end of the episode. I think a lot of her, being able to turn into different spectrums of energy, and I think the kids are going to be threatened in a way that makes Monica set off some sort of event. I'm thinking that's going to be the trigger to set off either her becoming full bad or...
What do you guys all think is going to happen to Vision at the end of this? I think he's going to have to go back to being dead, right? He's not going to stay alive at the end of this, right?
Well, no, that's the thing. What Wanda's ability, her ability to manipulate reality, he's alive.
You think he's going to stay alive outside the hex and after everything?
I don't know. Don't think the hex is ever coming down. I think she's going to expand it fully because she knows her kids are going to die if the hex comes down. He's going to die if the hex comes down. She doesn't want that. So instead of risking it getting smaller,
I think she's going to have to sacrifice it again. I think she's going to have to lose him again.
Or she's creating another reality. She's going to create another reality, and that's going to be a different. And it's going to be a fight against that reality, and that's where all these other superheroes are going to come in, because that reality and this reality are conversion, and when you have a reality convergence, and this all goes into the secret war. It goes into the Illuminati, because what happens when the Illuminati in the Marvel universe. So they're doing the Illuminati. The series is going to come up. So this all leads up to the Illuminati that's coming. So what happens when all the dimensions line up? One of them, there's this thing what I call convergence, where one planet will fight against another, and one of them has to be destroyed. So the Illuminati here said, "How about if we go to destroy all the other dimensions? That way, our dimension won't collide with these other dimensions." So they set out to do that. And it just ended up being this whole catastrophe.
I don't think they're going to touch upon any of that. That's too heady for.
They said they're
TV.
going full Marvel powers and everything. They're going far out. They're bringing the Illuminati in. Come on, this is going to be awesome.
This isn't DC. This isn't CW. This is high stakes
in MCU.
No, Marvel has done it. They've already gone far as making giants. You're so comfortable with it. You've already seen a giant celestial and didn't even blink.
In Guardians
Guardians of the Galaxy, its skeleton was sitting right there. So we've already seen super giant people, and nobody. So they do it so well. They do it so awesome to feed us this crazy supernatural.
That's true. If anybody can do it, they can do it.
Stuff. And we eat it, and we were like, we love this. What did you do with this bacon? What did you do with these green beans? We threw bacon in it. I eat my green beans now.
MCU's good at throwing bacon on the green beans.
Oh yeah.
All right,
DC, they keep putting pimento loaves and scallops in their green beans. It's like, it's good. No.
All right, so we'll move on. But yeah, so welcoming Boo Nannies. How are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah. How's your week been?
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of traveling.
Yeah, that's good. So we're just about done here. We got one more topic we're gonna hit up on, and it's the Nintendo Direct. Did everybody get to catch pieces of it, or at least see the headlines?
Oh yeah, I got to watch it. All
right. So I guess we'll start at the top. The biggest announcement would have to be, I think everybody would agree, would it be Zelda Skyward Sword? Or do you think Splatoon takes it?
Super Rush, Mario Golf.
You think that's the biggest announcement?
For myself,
For me, yeah, because I've been waiting on another good Mario sports game.
Yeah, but I mean...
Splatoon, so I'm not excited for that one.
Which one?
I've never played Splatoon, so I'm not excited.
Splatoon's fun. Splatoon's a good game.
I'm not excited.
It's one of their big IPs.
Yeah, they're big IPs, and they are going to have important things, but I'm just not excited for them.
Okay.
How about the triangle strategy?
Oh, I'm playing it right now.
How you liking it?
Oh, there's a demo?
Yeah.
Really? So what do you think?
I just did damage.
Yeah, there's a damage. So yeah, damage. There's a demo. There's a damage.
That's the thing I'm most excited for.
Does it look just like Octopath Traveler?
It's the same company.
Square Enix?
It's more like Org Battle meets like Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics.
I'm looking for something with the Ogre Battle 64 in like type of style of battle. I love that. Ogre Battle was really, really good. It was broken. There was a lot of stuff that you couldn't like. There was supposed to be a trick where you can become a vampire. You're supposed to go here at a certain time, go here on a certain date, and to do this, and you get these there, and then you become a vampire.
So-
you can never do it. The book came out, it told you what to do, was BS. It just didn't work. I was like, so it's kind of broken. Like a lot of stuff didn't work in it, but the game, I still play it on my my Wii U.
Ogre
Virtual Console.
64.
Yeah, love it.
What'd you think of Triangle Battle, Poot? I thought you didn't sound too impressed by it, right?
Yeah, it reminded me of Final Fantasy Tactics, but with Octopath
Graphics,
visuals.
but you like tactics, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't care enough about it.
Oh, okay, you're not a huge fan of tactics.
No.
I know, yeah, Gainer, you loved it. So is it called Triangle because of like the triangle, like paper rock scissors system, or
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Or maybe a 3-path.
what's
There's
that?
3 scales of decisions that you get to choose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
3
get to,
kingdoms, 3 scales, 3 paths.
I can't remember off the top of my head what the 3 are, but it's like being a like what's
Path of
correct.
the
Like spiritually, I don't remember.
I don't know. The
three
first
are.
thing that came into my mind when I heard it was like even what's it called? Yusuf. What's their other big IP? That one they just got the latest one with the classrooms.
Persona?
No, it's like Persona. What's when you just got 4 houses?
Oh,
3 houses. Fire
4
Emblem.
houses. Fire Emblem. Don't they use a triangle like base system? Like spear beats this.
Yeah, they do
Sword
have the
beats that.
triangle system with let me see, spear beats axe beats sword.
Something
sword
like
beats
that. Yeah, that's what I
spear,
first thing I thought of when I
something
heard
like
of
that.
triangle.
Something like I can't remember the exact. I think Leon will probably be the one to know that.
It looks good though. I like the art style. Speaking of art style, one of the games that really jumped out at me was the HD remaster of Legend of Mana. I think that looks really good.
That looked pretty good.
Is that only coming to Switch? Do you know? Or is there going to be a
Um,
PC port? No, it looks like Switch so far.
Yeah,
June 24th.
I think that so far it's a if it's a timed exclusive, but yeah.
That looks really good. That looks hand drawn. I mean, that looks like top end of the hand drawn animation. Looks really, really good.
Yeah, at first I thought it was they were saying what was the other game that I said earlier we're talking about
Secret of Mana, or not Secret of Mana? Not Evermore,
Secret of Mana.
EverQuest. Which one?
no, the other one that is totally not part
Illusion
of
of Gaia.
Illusion of Gaia. Yeah, I was like, is this? And then I was like, no, okay.
Because
I
Illusion of
played-
Gaia is actually like action RPG where you hit things like a Zelda. You hit things with swords.
Yeah.
Legend of Mana is still like turn based, right?
No.
Isn't it? So let's all talk about the one that everybody's been waiting for. It's Miitopia.
Yeah.
No, we can't get away. So what is Miitopia? I'm trying to grasp what it is.
Who will join you
Miitopia
in
was
your
just you had your Mii's and they sent
Is it
you
like
on
a
little...
MMO?
No, it's
You make them all up yourself.
Oh,
You just say, I want Mr. T to be the villain in this game. And so I'll say,
what?
"You're the villain. Make your little meme for the villain. Who do you want to be your hero?
So you're not playing online with other people?
No. And then you just go over,
Ah.
you go to the house, you build your relationship. The
Yeah.
simple combat that just goes over.
Yeah, it was very popular on the well, I don't want to say very popular, but it was on the 3DS. And,
Miitopia was?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You go on quest and build your different classes or whatever.
So what'd you think of Ninja Gaiden Master Collection?
I was excited. I was like, that's awesome. I was
3
disappointed Black
deadly
wasn't a
action
part
games,
of it.
1 masterful
You were
collection.
disappointed at what?
Black Ninja Gaiden Black.
Oh, that's the
Ninja
harder
Gaiden
version,
Sigma.
isn't it?
Was it the
Ninja Gaiden
harder
Sigma
version?
2.
That's what I was remembering.
Harder
Ninja
version of
Gaiden
what?
3
Is
Razor's
that
Was it
what
Edge
came out with the
are
360
coming to
launch, or
Nintendo
was it
Switch as the
for
action-packed
OG Xbox?
Ninja Gaiden Master Collection.
Ninja Gaiden came. I know I had it for the Wii. Is it the GameCube or the
You are
Wii?
the legendary
Maybe
ninja
one of the
Ryuhei
GameCube
Uso,
or the Wii. I
fighting
had it for
against a
one
great
of the,
evil
of
with
the
battle
other.
skills that
It's
are
not
Black.
second to
GameCube.
none. Wield an
Ninja Gaiden
arsenal of
Black
killer
was the
weapons,
remake.
each offering a
Yeah,
weapon
it was the
style with
first
different
one,
set
right?
of lethal skills, along with
Well, they
ruthless
came out. Let me
ninjutsu to
let's look it
swiftly
up.
take down enemies.
I think it is. It's a remake of like the first Ninja
I
Gaiden.
think
So it's coming
so.
with it.
Movements while unleashing fast and friend other super ninjas in your quest to fulfill
It
your
was
destiny.
2004 for the revamp. So
Hey, there's like some.
Xbox.
Previous downloadable content.
There's
including
some.
costumes
What's
and
it
game
called?
modes
Dead or
are
Alive
included.
characters in here.
Yeah, that was a big deal. especially on Ninja Gaiden Black, you could use that one girl with the purple outfit from Dead or Alive. Yeah, she was one of the main. And then the ninja from Dead or Alive, what was his name? Raiden? He showed up, I think, because Raiden was in Dead or Alive.
It's interesting because I've never played any of the modern Ninja Gaidens.
Okay, so Ninja Gaiden Black is just the Xbox version, so the revamped whole thing it's not the 2D one, it's the 3D one.
Yeah.
It's just a revamped version of the 3D one with the extra DLCs.
Oh, that's it.
one
Okay.
game. Yeah.
So it's like an anniversary edition or something.
Yeah. So it
So-
may have come out later for Wii or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it came out, let me see, released. I'm trying to think where it released. I'm trying to look up the release date. I could have sworn. If not, then I had my my 360 at the time, and I got it on 360. But I could have sworn I had it on the with the Wii or the GameCube, one of the two.
Okay.
I remember my brother would come over and pop it in. I'm could have been the GameCube, but I'm thinking it was the GameCube. But like I said, GameCube. Yeah.
It's 2004 when it came out on Xbox.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. GameCube
Later
was on. It was on
other
PlayStation 2,
systems.
Xbox, or GameCube.
Oh.
It was the 100th highest-selling game launch for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube consoles in the United States.
Have you heard any more details of the Star Wars Hunters?
No, they
didn't show anything. Just
Yeah, nothing. That was
it's squad-based multiplayer, and it's free to play, right? Or is it going to be? Did they
free
say
to play.
I think it's free to play. Yeah.
squad-based multiplayer? So it's going to be like a hero shooter, like Overwatch.
Yeah, I think
Style.
so.
Interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking that's going to be easily platformed to
We may have changed.
mobile. It's going to be a Fortnite competitor.
Yellow beak.
Yeah, that's what its market's going to be. And then Fortnite, Ninjala, all these free-to-play
I
markets.
forgot about Ninjala already.
A lot of people have. Like the what he wasn't. I tried to get y'all to play your guys.
Yeah, I did. I downloaded and played it.
I did not download it.
World's End Club. I like the design
Yeah,
and the
that
art.
looks good. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
wasn't too
Apple,
interested.
the Apple
I like it. It looks cool.
arcade game.
And then, what's the other one? Stylistic one. The virtual novel Famicom Detective Club.
Yeah.
Put your sleuthing
Yeah,
skills to
that's
the test
interesting.
in two classic murder mysteries.
That was like it's basically a text-based.
Yeah, it's straight up visual
Adventure.
novel, right?
And
with
Famicom Mystery.
well, no, it looked like a
North
text-based
America
adventure. They
first
just
time.
put visual cues on there,
As you
but
dive
you
into
don't
these
like
deep,
you.
the wealthy
From what I
family
understand,
and
you don't
Harvey
even
Mills
have to
while
look
killing
at the
and
visual
vicious.
clues to play the game. It's just they're
But
just
that's
there to
not the
make
only
a
case to
text-based.
crack.
Because it's
game
based on an
right?
old Famicom game
And hunt
that
Yeah.
never came to America.
Yeah,
Uncover the deadly
That's
truth
crazy.
in Famicom Detective Club: The Mystery.
May 14th.
and you know what? People complain when they look at a game. It's like, why didn't they take the U off of it from Wii U? Why didn't they? And then you get a game like this, and people don't blink twice. Like, oh, Super Famicom. That was the name of the system, and it's as part of the game. But you'll argue that, why did they take the U off of Super Mario Brothers U? Something like that. That's just people's arguments. They'll get online and argue that all night long.
And so, did you guys see the demon hunting one, Whites? That one is interesting. It's like card based.
It is.
That was really interesting. Card based.
First person shooter with trying to remember what it was.
arena, weird looking. Yeah, that was
Neon white. That's what it was called.
neon white. Yeah,
That's yeah. So,
I'd have to see more of that. I would have to see more. An interesting concept. I like what people are doing with card games nowadays and adding new twists on it.
yeah.
But that right there, I would have to see more. That's interesting.
Yeah, but Mario Golf does look fun. I always like Mario Golf games.
It does.
Then there's a couple big ports. Fall Guys is finally coming to the Switch.
Yeah, before we get over with Fall Guys.
What? Fall Guys is fun. That's a perfect game for the Switch.
But Nintendo should have long ago done this with Mario Party. Made a Mario Party online free to play for the Nintendo. When you get a Nintendo Online, you get Mario Party, Fun House, Play Along, Adventure
That would
Time.
be amazing. Like a battle royale Mario Party.
Yeah, I mean, they could have. They
done
could have done that, and they just they pooped the chute on this one. And
so what did you want to get back to golf?
Go back to the golf. That looks really good. It looks beautiful. I was blown away at the trailer for this.
I always like playing sports multiplayer games, Nintendo Sport multiplayer games. Man, Mario Tennis was really underrated.
Mario Tennis is really underrated. A great game. I know you guys hated my Boo when I played with Boo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and I want us to get it so we can do some speed golf. That looks fun.
Speed golf? I didn't see that mode yet. Let me look.
You didn't see the mode? Yeah, it's like
You run
at
around.
the same time, and then you take off running, and there's power-up moves. So
What?
Mario, at one point, he gets a star, hits the golf ball, and he's running, and as the golf ball hits the ground, everybody bounces up and gets stunned for a second while he's running to the hole. And it's the first person. You don't get stroke penalties. First person to make it in the hole wins. And so you're
Really?
racing to your ball, wherever your ball was, to get the next stroke in, getting power-ups and stuff, speed boost. Awesome.
I just want to play with some motion controls.
Yeah, the
like
motion
playing
controls
golf.
were fun. I had fun with the when Nintendo came out with the Wii U, the Wii Sports Club.
Oh, here's the
And they-
speed mode. I'm watching the trailer now.
Yeah, it's very cool.
What the heck? Speed golf. Yeah, I guess it looks very Nintendo.
Then you'll race through the course to reach your ball. Give it another whack to get
That's
it close
It looks
to the
like you have a
pole.
stamina
Keep going.
for your
Outpace
speed.
your opponents to come out on top.
Yeah, I'm so interested in that. That'll be fun to play. And if it's online, definitely.
And
You
of
see
course-
the where he got the cloud
Yeah.
or the star.
And we got some more characters for
And
Smash.
there's the story mode. I forgot about the story mode.
Yeah.
Little story mode. Kind of reminds me of what's that game? The game Golf Story.
Yeah, story mode. But I think the Mario ones always had story modes. What was this thing? Diablo Resurrection.
But yeah, and then so Xenoblade Chronicles, that was a pretty cool Pyra and Smash.
Yeah, I don't know Xenoblade Chronicles 2 at all, so I had no idea who she was.
You want to borrow it sometime?
You have 2?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a fun game.
It's a fun game. No, it's a really fun game. It's
I played 1. I liked 1.
Yeah, no, you'll like 2. You'll like 2. I'll let you borrow it. I have to swing by and throw it at you while I'm driving.
Leave it in the mailbox.
No.
And the mailman can take it away.
So that was a good, cool announcement. And then I think one of the biggest one was the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
And then of course, you had the news that a couple of people came out on Twitter were like, "Oh, if you like that one, you're gonna love, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess remake that are coming out soon." And lack of a better way of expressing it, that's what they kind of said. They hinted towards Wind Waker and Twilight Princess also coming to the Switch.
Did they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, it was on Twitter. You have to go in the news. And,
Nintendo said it, or
a couple of people that kind of are in the know were in the back, or kind of come out with these.
Their uncles work at Nintendo.
No, there's just there's.
so it's just
leaks.
rumors.
It's leaks.
Rumors.
And that's my prediction. Those 2 games are going to come out.
I'm sure they will eventually. They're going to remake every Zelda game ever made. I was expecting a little bit more Zelda for 35th anniversary.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The 35th anniversary hasn't officially started.
Yes,
So-
today is the 35th anniversary beginning. It was 35 years ago today.
Today?
No, not
On the
today.
first
It can't be
February.
35 years ago and today. That you can't do that. That's
35 years ago
it's been
today.
times like that. No,
the first
it's
Legend of
35
Zelda
years
was
ago,
released.
or it's today.
Are we going to have motion controls in Skyward Sword?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Skyward Sword has motion controls. or you can opt to use the right thumbstick.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I'm watching it
or
now.
so up for up, down for down, left for left, right.
Because that's what
and
made Skyward
You can perform
Sword so
other
unique
actions
was
like
the whole
using
motion
both
control
controllers to
system.
wield a bow and arrow.
unique
Interesting.
and actually
Add a sense of
And
unique
frustrating.
for
intention to combat. But we've decided to apply
They could
Yeah,
at least
so-
dropped a little something about
earliest
Breath of the
story in
Wild.
Legend of Zelda time.
No, wait. Why
Following this
why
Nintendo
spend
Direct,
all
you'll be able to pre-order the
your
game on
your
Nintendo.
advertisement, all your on one spot? You're gonna spread it out, get people more hype.
Alright, so Zelda's
They're
gonna
have
come
Twitter
out
drop-
because all this stuff, most of the stuff's coming out before the end of the year, except for Splatoon. All the stuff's coming out. Actually, most of it's like in the summer, May and June, July.
Yeah, there's after summer, there was a somebody came out with on social media. They came out with a really good with a sort of a map of what's coming out, when it's coming out, and let me see if I can find it real quick. This really good little floor map of
A floor map, but just the
not a floor
upcoming
map.
upcoming releases schedule.
Yeah, sort of the upcoming release schedule. Let me see if I can find that schedule. No, that wasn't it.
But yeah, well, I was just looking at the dates, and it looks like so they can still release Skyward Sword by summer, and then give us some info on Breath of the Wild 2 afterward.
Yeah, definitely. I'm expecting a lot from. They usually go really well with the Zelda, anniversaries. For some reason, Mario anniversary doesn't get a really good
Well, hopefully,
kickoff.
I wonder if we're gonna
but
get
Zelda-
we should have got a Zelda 3D All Stars game, like Ocarina, Majora's Mask, and like Twilight Princess or something.
Oh, they will never do that. That makes so much money.
I know that would make a lot of money.
They know they can sell a half a game, and people will buy half a game of Zelda all over. They can say we're going to remake the first Zelda and do it in 3 parts, and people are like, "Oh, crazy! This is going to be awesome."
I'm surprised we don't have a new Mario on the way, like Odyssey 2 or anything.
Well, I think that's what they're working on. They made that they're testing the engine in Bowser's Theory, and I think that's going to be the new engine for the next Mario. It's going to be an open 3D world with the cat-like abilities and stuff like that. So
All right, so
it's coming.
we're gonna start wrapping up our episode for Scattercast. It's I think we're gonna touch upon Gainer's gift first.
Ooh.
What would you like to share with us, Gainerkin?
Well, in honor of today's big anniversary of 35 years ago, today, for Theodius, I was going to have a little Gainer's gift about the original Zelda.
Ooh,
So it was back in the original Famicom, the controllers had a little microphone in it. And so for the original Legend of Zelda, one of the enemies, the Pole's voice, you could like stun them, I think maybe damage them by making noises into your controller. But unfortunately, when it came to America, that didn't
why didn't we get a
translate well,
microphone?
since we don't have any microphones in ours. So you just had to use arrows in the American version.
Well, they should have brought that back for like the 3DS one or the DS one.
They haven't, did they? They might have. That's
Remember
something.
those games where you had to sit there and blow into your microphones?
I do like those games, like WarioWare.
Yeah,
Yeah, WarioWare had the best
I love Wario.
awkward party moment.
All right, and now for what everybody's been waiting for, Teddy's treats.
Well,
It's all yours, Teddy.
the best answer when asked what you're looking for in a relationship, mine always number one go-to is a way out. Works every time.
So if anybody ever asks, what are you looking for in a relationship, you just say a way out.
A way out.
How does your current partner feel about that, Teddy?
Who?
Your current partner.
Oh no, she doesn't know yet.
She doesn't know about your way out.
She hasn't asked the question yet, so no, I'm joking.
All right, thanks. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for listening. Thanks to Poot Nannies, Theodius, and Gainer Coon. This was Scattercast from Scatterbrain Studios. Please if you're watching on YouTube, leave a like and subscribe, and continue to subscribe whatever podcast site that you might be listening to this on. You can follow us on our social. We have on Twitter at ScatterbrainST. And stop by and say hi. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Click that like button.
Bye-bye.
Click the bell for our next stream.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks.
Good night.
Bye-bye.